Ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asị m ka ọ dịrị na anyị na mma o. Asị m ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ, mmiri atara m azụ anwụrụ. Asị na dịrị m na eke, dịrị m n'orie, kwazara m na afọ, dịkwazara m na nkwọ. Ụzọ anyị anọ nke ndị Igbo ji biri na ya dịrị anyị na mma, na ya dịka eji necha ada agwụ ọgwụ. Asị na ya dịrị n'Igbo na mma. Ihe niile ọbụla na-eme na Igbo ya dịrịrị ise, na Igbo ya dịrịrị ise, na Igbo ya dịrịrị ise. Ọgwụnakọ ha m n'ọnụ. N'ụbọchị nketa wetara unu nnukwu ife nkwụzi dị oke mkpa n'iru akwụkwọ gbasịta maka o si ada, dịka esi kwunu nkwa na a ga na-enye daily update bụ gbasịta maka nnwere ụwa na-azọ n'iru akwụkwọ. Ya wetara unu bụ ihe Biafran Prime Minister nwere ife were gwa anyị. Ma achọ ka onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo, bụ onye Biafra, bụ onye ihe ọ na-eme na-adị mma gee ya bụ ife. Ị ga-esi ya gị drọpụ ife iche n'udo nke gị n'obi gị, na ya da anụ ọgwụ, anya da akọ ọnụ. Drọpụ ife iche n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ dị iche iche. Alright, over to you, sir.
In securing that facility, that arena where he's being held, should in case if any of these interior plans is also geared towards that environment. That's my question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any issue about our leaders' detention is something very sensitive at this point, and for that reason, I will not address it. But let me tell you, Biafrans are ready to secure him and rescue him from that place. He was the one, and he's still the one delaying us. Thank you.
I'm sure you got that last the answer he gave you, which you should also begin to ponder upon. And we move. Thank you. If I please quickly bring your question, Rage and Fury. Please, you have 60 seconds to do that.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Greetings. My name is Rage and Fury. I'm a proud local Biafran. And first, before I ask my question, I want to say a very big thank you to the Biafra Agbadagu, that is the Biafra Thunder, that strikes the zoo from all corners, you understand? Thank you very much for the great work you are doing for us. On behalf of all the Soko and Urubu Biafra, I want to say we are pleased with what you are doing for us, and we are totally behind you. Thank you very much. My question is this. If US are aware that Nigeria is funding Hamas, and how does the US see Hamas? Do they see them as terrorist organization or what? And if US is aware that Nigeria is funding Hamas, why US is funding Nigeria? Because we see the evidence when they supply their weapons to Nigeria to come and keep us in Biafra, and our army neutralize them and seize those weapons. So those are my questions, my Prime Minister. I don't know if you can answer.
Thank you very much. US is aware of everything. Everything. Are you surprised? Is it not the same US that has sent almost how many $1 billion to Iran? Are you not aware of that? The same Iran is now attacking Israel. The same America turn around, want to stop Iran. That is where I made a tweet in the afternoon. If you go there, you will see America is funding the people that turn around to kill their own citizens, or that will kill their own citizens. That's what is going on. And this is being spearheaded by Obama. When Biden was coming to power, we warned that he is not going to be the president of America. That it's going to be somebody like Obama that will be behind the scene. And every policy you see today is the policy of Obama, pro-Islamic State. First, I want to share a story of how ISIS was created. Many of you do not know how ISIS was created. ISIS was created from the war in Syria. Now let us go back to the time of Gaddafi in Libya. What happened to Gaddafi? America funded, under Obama, funded the rebels in Libya to remove Gaddafi from power. America pumped, under Obama, shipped weapons to North Africa. They were supervising it. They were blockade. They closed the airspace. They declared no fly zone. And they were using the Mediterranean Sea, shielding these rebels who they don't know who they are. But you know, the people funding them knows who they are. But the average American, average European do not know who they are. They funded people they know nothing about. What happened? They succeeded in killing Gaddafi. After they killed Gaddafi, what happened? The entire weapon was moved to the Sahel region of Africa. From Sahel region, they moved it to the West African, to Nigeria. Boko Haram began to use the weapons that America supplied to rebels in Libya. So the war was not actually about Libya. It was about the destabilization of North Africa, which will further give birth to what you see today, Boko Haram weapons everywhere. That is one. Has Obama apologized to Africa for that? Are you going to compare the time of Gaddafi and now? The answer is no. So what is the essence of army rebels in Libya? Now, can you just answer me? Can somebody explain the reason for funding army rebels to kill Gaddafi in Libya? It is to destabilize Africa. That's number one. Number two, when the war of Syria started, before the war of Syria started, it is the same thing they did in Libya that they wanted to do in Syria. They funded and armed rebels in Syria. They said, oh, we're not going to go, our ground troop will not go there. So who are you funding? Who are you giving arms to? They don't know. But some of them know who they are. It was from there. Those people that supplied arms to Obama, supplied arms to Syria, splitted into three. One of them become the ICC today. The other two engaged the Syria, engaged the NATO. The other one fought alongside with Assad, the Syrian government, and Russia came to help them. As that was going on, Turkey was buying oil from the ISIS. One of them who controlled the oil in Syria. And Russia was not happy with that. Several times, if you all can remember when the aeroplane was shut down. And Russia accused Turkey of buying the gas from ISIS in order to fund them. This was going on. Everybody, those who were interested in reading what is going on, know what I'm talking about. That was how ISIS came on board, using America's arms supplied by Obama. So Donald Trump came. Many of us who understood what is going on and how Donald Trump can stop this nonsense, we supported Donald Trump. We supported Donald Trump because he was the right man then. But many people was calling Donald Trump a racist. He hates blacks. We saw beyond that. We saw beyond a man who was just abusing blacks. It was not just about abuse. We saw something beyond abusing blacks. And by the way, was there anything he said about blacks that were not true? Is there anything he said about Nigerian criminals that were not true? Is it that Nigeria is a shithole? Is it a lie? Or is it because it was coming from him? So, nobody can come out and say what Trump said was a lie. But why was a white man saying it? Why is it was a white man who said it? That was the problem. And that is the hypocrites. Political correctness that we see ourselves today. Just destroyed the human dignity, the morality we have as a people. You are saying it. You are wrong. You are the wrong person to say it. We supported Donald Trump because of that. And when he came on board, what happened? ISIS disappeared. Donald Trump dealt with them. And Obama policy, Obama structure for the Islamization was truncated by the policy of Trump. Many people don't. This I'm telling you today, please go back and reflect and see what I'm telling you. Everything was truncated by Donald Trump foreign policy. ISIS was wiped away. From Iraq to Afghanistan, Taliban, to Syria, everywhere was calm. And then they used media to destroy Donald Trump, just like they are trying to destroy me. They use media. Every media was against Donald Trump. They tell you he is sick, he is too flamboyant. Is it sickness? Is it flamboyant we are talking about? We are talking about the foreign policy that have restored peace globally. He went far as even talking to the North Korea. He visited there. There was a process of restoring peace globally. And then Obama and their multinational corporation came back again and started campaigning for Joe Biden. We warned Americans. They say it was not our business. What's our business in American politics? We warned them. As what is to come today, all of them are crying. All of them are crying for Donald Trump. All of them are crying that Joe Biden is this and that. That is exactly what is going on today. Joe Biden administration funded Iran up to $6 billion or more than $6 billion. The same Iran is attacking Israel. The same America is defending Israel against Iran. What does that tell you? So if you ask a question about how America is funding Nigeria, it is kind of funny. Because these are people who have ulterior motive that only them know. And like I said, there is somebody behind the scene. And the person is Obama. Obama is Biden. Biden is Obama. So the question of what they do and give money or aid to these countries is just for formality. They turn around, use that money to fund the attack against the American people. And that's exactly what is happening in Nigeria today. The same American general came to the Sahel region. He was making comments about Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, ISWAP, that it is only in Nigeria they have been able to work together. And what they are looking for is to make Nigeria a safe haven so they can now begin to attack the West and America. And he said they are very sure that this is what they want to do, but they don't know when this particular attack is going to start. The same America today can watch how Hamas came to Nigeria, and a platform was given to the leader of Hamas, and the land has been allocated to them in the northern Nigeria to mine Californium to raise money to fight against Israel. The same America is watching Biafra, see how Biafra is going to do. Instead of them to arm us, we are not Islamic rebels. But you see, because we carry Bible like them, they will not arm us. Because we are peaceful like them, they will not arm us. They rather arm Taliban. They rather arm terrorists in Libya. They will arm rebel terrorists in Syria. But when it comes to Christians, they will never arm you. So what are they trying to let you know? They are trying to let you know that you must be radical before you can get the attention of the world. Go and ponder on what I have just said today. Have you seen them arming all Islamic rebels around the world? But when it comes to Christian rebels, if they call us rebels, because that's what they call us. When it comes to Christian separatists, they will let you to suffer. They will allow you to kill yourself for 30 years, like they did in Sudan. In Sudan, North and South Sudan, 30 years for fight before they now say, come and have your freedom. But when it comes to Islamic rebels, you will see America funding them. They did it to Taliban. Everybody knows the history of Taliban. It was to use Taliban to fight Russia. It failed. They have done it to Libya. It failed. They did it to Syria, it failed. But when it comes to Christians, us, we are Christians. We believe the same faith with America. We have the same constitution with America. We believe in human dignity with America. They will turn back on us. So, and the person engineering this current American policy is Obama, pro-Islamic state. Thank you.
Please, my Prime Minister, in 30 seconds, please. I don't know if I can speak in 30 seconds. From what you just explained, sir, and I realize that America in secret is funding terrorists to take over people's land so that they can form alliance with these terrorists after the terrorists have conquered and take away the resources of the people. That is my understanding. But I want to say to America and Britain that no matter how thick the darkness is, it cannot overshadow the light. The light is the truth. And what makes you a powerful nation is your ability to defend the truth, not the amount of the weapons of war that you have. But if America has chosen under Joe Biden to turn their back against the truth, to turn their back against justice, this will mark the beginning of America and Britain's fall. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister, for the explanation. God bless you, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Rage and Fury. And I can feel the rage in you there. Thank you very much. We move, and I appreciate our Prime Minister. That was a very detailed explanation, and even the deaf could hear it. That packaged truth that cannot be covered. Thank you so much. And then we'll go very fast. Please, 60 seconds to you. Mazi, Gina, Merem, please quickly bring your question. 60 seconds.
Okay. Good evening, my Prime Minister, Prime Minister of the Biafra people. We greet you, sir. We are seeing your hard work, and thank you so much for standing up for this wonderful, for our wonderful brothers Israel. And I just want to say, ask you something, please. Can you please pardon us and tell the people that doesn't know the relationship between Biafra and Israel? Can you please share more light about the relationship between us? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. As everybody who may, or those who may not understand the relationship between us and Israel, we are the descendant of the Jews, and we are part of the Jews of Africa. A lot of people, a lot of researchers have actually said that Israel came from us, that the Jews came from us, and that we are the original Jews. So there has been a lot of research, and scholar opinion about Biafra, the descendant, the people of the God. So we are, I would say, the original Jews. And having said that, during the time, even before the Biafra War, the state of Israel participated, although that time they played the double standard of supporting Biafra and at the same time supporting Israel, supporting Nigeria. And I wouldn't blame them, because they worked based on the information available to them as at that time. But now, a lot of secret is out. So they wouldn't do that double standard again. During the time of the Biafra-Nigeria war, over 50 Israeli Jewish organizations supported Biafra, because they have come to understand that indeed we are the people of God, the descendant of Jews, like you have them in Ethiopia. It is only in Biafra land that Nigeria succeeded in ridiculing the Jews, the Biafra people. But in Ethiopia today, for example, they recognized the Ethiopian Jews. But Nigeria and the Britain worked tirelessly to ridicule us before any person, before any government in the world. They ridiculed us. They told them very bad things about Biafra, and quest to silence and block whoever that will wish to help Biafra to gain independence from Nigeria. So the war we are fighting is the most difficult, the most complicated, the most difficult task. And our freedom will come like no other freedom in the history of mankind. That's why we understand the complexity of fighting for our freedom to exit Nigeria. So, in a nutshell, the answer to your question, or to address the people, is that we, the Biafra people, are the people of Jews. And we are the descendants of Jews, and we are the black Jews, just like you have them in Ethiopia. And the Ethiopian Jews, for example, were recognized by the Israeli government, and they can travel to Israel without visa. They are treated just like them, one of them in Israel, but not the people of Biafra, because Nigeria and Britain made it possible to block that particular opportunity and possibility. But we are not going to give up. We know that in time to come, we are not going to look for them, they will look for us. Just like today, as this war is going on, we know that now it is just a technological war where the drone is doing its job, they are firing rockets and all that. But the time will come when they are going to need the ground troop. Biafra will offer them 15,000 men. It may even increase. To show that we will never forget our roots. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I'm so happy with your wisdom. Thank you so much. And I'll say, talking about recognizing Jews in Ethiopia, I also want to tell you, sir, in Aguleri, I'm from Anamu, and I was born and brought up in Aguleri. In Aguleri, there is a place called Enugu Aguleri. That Enugu Aguleri is where Eri was buried. If you want to our listeners, go to Genesis chapter 46, verse 16. You will see where Bible mentioned Eri left Egypt. So let me not go far from that place. So every year in Aguleri we celebrate Eri Day, and in that day, Israel people used to come there. Some Dwarf people used to do some rituals, and that place that Eri was buried, there's one tree that have three fruits. That is Trinity. That tree grew up where it was buried.
And by the alone linen consciousness or any name. Niba Edeke iso gay a beef in the ballon, the gentle lion who was in Iraq war. No basink tata no. Ozo the kibiabo. Kefi were equal bastama ya beef and dan, who was in Iraq war. Folk would didn't open the cosi the kefi were equal bastama ya beef. A drop wire on the comment section below. Chitopedi Eastern is 24. I see when you tell you no posia do kempa. Dano no mundam one kemesian.